Hi, I'm Mike from Ontario Speed Dating. So, Eventbrite has been crazy again, and society is falling. Wow, it's getting there. I'm going to explain. Those of you that have watched my previous videos, you will understand that I have a neutral hate relationship with Eventbrite. Why neutral hate? Well, I don't like them, but I gotta use them if I want to get people's attention to my events, apparently. Or at least that's how I see it, because if I don't advertise on there, I get nowhere. Okay, so with Eventbrite, I've been doing a little bit of digging on the Better Business Bureau website. Came across a new complaint on July 18th, 2026. It is about maybe more people, but they said "we" in their complaint. So let's just say 2 people for the benefit of the doubt. So anyways, these people said that they made an account on Eventbrite some time ago. They put up listings of their classes. So I guess maybe they're running a private school of some sort and they're trying to sell a set of classes. So what does Eventbrite do? Eventbrite does its usual thing, decides to ditch the account / suspend it, just like how they do it with mine. But what these people did, they decide to file an appeal. Sometime after, Eventbrite's like, oh, the appeal is approved, your events are back up again, yada yada yada. This is where it gets crazy for these people. When these people try to log in again, they can't get into their account at all. But they say they're telling the public that tickets are being sold for their classes. They don't know how many tickets are being sold. They know nothing about the stats. So I'm guessing they knew this information because they had friends that went on Eventbrite, found their classes on there, bought the tickets. So if the organizers, the people that are complaining on Better Business Bureau, so if those organizers don't even know anything about the sales stats or anything, and imagine if they can't even control the money flow, right? Like if their classes were running and they couldn't even update their banking information just because they couldn't access their account, imagine what happens to the money. It might get sent to a scammer. And then what? The organizers run the class for what? Nothing? Because the scammers get the money? Come on, people. This is the time where Eventbrite needs to be shut down for reasons like that. That's my rant on Eventbrite. And just before I end that conversation, these 2 that were complaining on Better Business Bureau, they were asking for support. And as usual, Eventbrite doesn't give good answers. While to them, they said they've been waiting weeks for a resolution to their problem, and Eventbrite just doesn't care. They give you no answer. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm outside. Just trying not to sneeze in the video. Anyway, so with me, every time I do Eventbrite, if I have an issue, I don't get good answers. I think I said that in the last video. And this time around, yep, as usual, I get an issue, I go complain to them, and then they're like, the way they talk is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't mention this part in the last video, but the way they answer to people's complaints is absolutely ridiculous. Because first of all, on Better Business Bureau, you'll get the same kind of robotic hand answer. It'll be like for every single complaint people put on Better Business Bureau. That's number 1. But with me, sure, whoever's responding gives like a unique name, like they name themselves. Then they ask me, oh, I hope we serve you well today. Or they give you like such wonderful, nice message at the beginning. Like, how are you serving me well when you constantly delete my events behind the scenes without a good reason? So they're like, oh, I hope we serve you well. That's like the first part of the message. And then they add in like somewhere down in the middle of the email, they're like, oh, no worries, or don't be worried. We'll be taking care of this. But then, get this. They'll be like, oh, it would be 3 to 5 business days that we'll need for the trust and safety team to get to the matter. Okay, so maybe they didn't word things like that, but that's the gist of what you're going to get if you file a complaint with the Eventbrite team on their Eventbrite website. I hate that Eventbrite. So, the next thing that's absolutely crazy in this world is planet Earth. Well, not quite. But the way people are doing things. Because first of all, I watched a video, last night. This one guy was going on talking about how people in their 20s and 30s, a lot of them nowadays, instead of moving on, living on their own or with their significant other, they're all moving back home living with their parents because they can't afford things. And before that, you hear that inflation's ongoing, cost of everything's going up, especially groceries and all that. It's crazy. Unfortunately, I'm in the same kind of boat, but I'm a little older than the 30s. I'm not going to tell you my actual age, but I wish I could move on, but the problem is people just don't want to be in the mindset of going out there, uniting with a significant other, splitting the bill so that things can be more affordable, and thinking about their choices. But instead, people today, I think they just would be wanting to be single, probably loving their phones, and being at home with their parents. But here's the thing though, parents don't last forever. So imagine if all these parents suddenly vanish, suddenly died off. What would the people in their 20s and 30s do? I think that's how I'm going to end this video today. I'm just going to put out there, feel free to comment, but I don't think I'll get any comments because it's a really tough question in today's modern day society. If you're out there, you're single, you're living at home, and right now, sure, you got parents to be paying for your expenses and such, and you're living on your own, okay? So, let's just say, I don't know, about a month from now, we don't know when anybody's going to pass away, but in about a month from now, let's just say that your parents are, all of a sudden they pass away, and you don't really have many friends that could help you, or all your friends that could possibly help you, they have no money. What are you going to do? Huh? Anybody that could answer that question, congrats. Now, if I were to answer that question myself, I'd say it's time to unite with somebody. Unite with somebody that you can actually love, not just pick somebody because they're rich and you're poor. No, you gotta actually unite with somebody that you can love forever. Then you and that person can help each other pay each other's expenses, and then that would take, well, it might take time, but I'm just saying, if you two did that, then the expenses will drop. Then nobody be fighting about money so much, and then you can spend more time loving each other. But right now, with everybody stuck on their phones and being single, being stuck on the phone and using dating apps is going to cost you money because you're paying a monthly subscription fee to some dating service that, according to some other people on YouTube, is designed to screw you over. Whoever's running these dating apps, God help them. Anyway, I think I've done enough with my rants. Hopefully society is smarten up, or guess what? Probably in like a year or couple years, this whole planet may be extinct. No human beings, no babies, because everybody's so glued to their phone. Phone, eat, sleep, work. That's about it. That's all I have for today. Bye bye.